Why are you like a crackhead? But instead of being addicted to crack, you're addicted to planning? Sounds harsh, right? But think about it. You chase the high of planning your future the same way addicts chase their next hit. You write goals, set routines, hype yourself up, and then you do nothing. Because here's the ugly truth. You don't actually like working on your goals. You love potential. You love who you could become, not who you're becoming. Planning gives you that tiny dopamine hit, the illusion of progress without doing any real work. So here's the deal. I'm giving you 6 points to stop sitting on your dreams and finally make moves. And before we get started, hit subscribe before the homeless guy does. Seriously, he's moving faster than you. Point 1. You love the feeling of planning more than the pain of doing. Here's the first trap. Like I said, you love the feeling of planning more than actually doing the work. See, your brain's kind of addicted to potential. It's like a TikTok scroll for your life. Every time you imagine yourself winning, you get a little dopamine hit. Feels productive, right? But 0 calories burned, 0 goals completed. You're just binge watching your own fantasy version of yourself succeed. The world doesn't care about your charts, your 12-step plan, or your motivational sticky notes. It only cares about action. So here's the hack. Pick one ugly, messy task right now and do it. Doesn't have to be perfect. Doesn't even have to be fun. Just do it. Think of it like this. If planning was an energy drink, you're sipping the placebo version. Time to chug the real thing called action. Point 2, your why is weak. You know what's funny? Most people don't actually lack motivation. They just lack clarity. You say you want the goal, but you don't want it bad enough to walk through the pain it takes to get there. Because right now, life's fine. You're not sinking, but you're not swimming either. I'm just floating. Comfortable enough not to panic, but not fulfilled enough to feel alive, and deep down, you've made peace with that. You tell yourself, I'll start soon. But your brain whispers, why bother risking disappointment when things aren't that bad? So you stay where you are. Not because you're lazy, but because staying still feels safer than failing at what you actually want. It's not a discipline problem. It's not laziness, it's your why fading away. When you were younger, your goals meant something. You had that spark. I'm gonna make it, watch me. But somewhere along the way, you got tired or scared, or both. And now your why is so blurry, it's basically a background NPC in your life. Here's the fix. You need a why that actually makes you move. A reason so strong that when you think about quitting, it hurts. The kind that makes you ugly cry once, journal about it twice, and then get up and do the damn work. Because once your why is clear, motivation becomes automatic. And if your goal doesn't hit you that deeply, maybe it's not your goal anymore, and that's okay. Sometimes we outgrow the things we thought we wanted. Point 3, the tiny win trick. Here's the weird truth. I don't start big goals, I start tiny. Ridiculously tiny. Need to study for an exam? I don't open the whole section. I review one single flashcard. Done. Dopamine hits, momentum kicks in. Next card? Boom. Another tiny win. Got a messy assignment? I break it down step by step. First thing, remove anything big in the way, check. Then vacuum up all the dust. Check. Clear my desk, spread everything out, check. And every check mark makes my brain go, yes, more of this, please. And here's the kicker. One tiny step leads to another. Before I know it, I'm actually deep in the task, making real progress. That massive, scary goal, suddenly it's not intimidating anymore. I track my wins too. Wall calendar, sticky notes, apps, whatever shows the chain growing. My brain doesn't care if it's tiny or huge. Progress is progress. And right now, I'm moving. I'm winning. Smash that like if this is hitting too close to home. Point 4, momentum is key. You're stacking tiny wins, but momentum only works if you use it. First, spot the things that kill it. TV, scrolling, games. These are your end-of-day traps. Avoid them until your tasks are done. Chain your tasks so energy flows naturally. Take the dog out, gym, cook, clean. Each step makes the next easier. Your reward comes after the work, not before. Fewer stops mean less friction. Momentum compounds. Tasks feel easier, progress feels faster, and your brain gets a dopamine hit every time you check something off. Use focus bursts. Work until your attention fades, then take a break. Grab your favorite snack, chat with your family for a bit, recharge, then get back to work and repeat the payoff. Your day stops being a battle against yourself. Tasks get done, energy is used efficiently, and even the hardest goals start feeling achievable. Momentum isn't just motion, it's compound progress you can feel and build on. Point 5, ride the confidence boost. Let me tell you why building confidence might be the best thing you can do to destroy your goals. Why does it even matter? Confidence changes everything. How you see yourself, how you act, how people respond to you, and how fast you bounce back when things fall apart. It's like armor for your mind, a barrier that keeps one failure from breaking everything else. Without it, every setback feels like proof you're not enough. With it, failure just becomes feedback. It's what separates "I hope I can" from "watch me do it." How it's built. Confidence isn't built from pep talks. It's built from proof every time you finish something, like a workout, a project, a promise you kept. Your brain gets evidence that you can handle challenges. That proof literally rewires your brain for self-belief. How to grow it. When you complete something, don't rush past it. Pause. Let your brain feel the win. That's how the dopamine locks in. Then remind yourself, I made that happen. Not luck, not chance. Me. That thought gives you another chemical boost. Energy for your next move. Write it. Stack it. Confidence compounds when you act before it fades. Bottom line, confidence isn't permanent. It's proof stacked over time. And the more you show yourself you can do hard things, the less life's failures can knock you down. Point 6. Identity shift. Becoming the person you actually want to be now. For the final thing, changing who you are into the version of you that doesn't slack off. It's not some sudden epiphany or a quote that flips a switch. It's a process. Rewiring your habits, your mindset, and your environment until the better you isn't a goal anymore. It's just who you are. Your identity shapes everything you do. Who you believe you are determines your choices, actions, and how you handle challenges. Without a strong, clear identity, you'll bounce between habits, procrastination, and self-doubt. And if you're struggling to take action, stuck overthinking and overplanning, check out the free 6-step system below. It's built to help you actually move. How to build your best self. 1. Define who you want to be specific. What habits, skills, routines, and mindset traits does this person have? Write it down. 2. Erase the friction. Remove the things keeping you stuck. Doom scrolling, addictive apps, toxic environments, cut them out. Treat it like quarantine for your brain. 3. Create systems, not willpower. Your future self should be guided by routines and accountability, not relying on "maybe I'll be disciplined today." Set schedules, reminders, and external systems that make good habits automatic. 4. Anchor in delayed gratification. The version of you that exists tomorrow is built by today's choices. Every action is a vote for the identity you want. Consistency matters more than perfection. You might ask, how do I stick with this after I do it? Pause and reflect after completing something aligned with your new identity. Mentally mark it as proof that you're becoming that person. Reinforce your choices by journaling, tracking progress, or discussing with someone you trust. Let momentum carry you forward. Each aligned action compounds, gradually making your new identity the default. Bottom line, identity shift isn't dramatic. It's deliberate. You stop being someone who procrastinates and scrolls endlessly and start being someone who finishes what they start, develops skills, and takes control. Every action, every habit, every small win stacks to cement that new self. If this punched you in the brain a little, subscribe. Next one's gonna hurt worse, in a good way.